The best Chore coat will help you make the most of spring. Spring is low-key the most fickle and hectic season of all. It'll be cold and rainy, then cloudless and sunny, then suddenly so windy that you can't open your car door, sometimes all in the same day. You've got a laundry list of tasks to finish: fix up the house, clean up the yard, take off the snow tires, and a whole bunch of places to go: parties, meetings, dates, vacations, hikes. It's a lot. To get through all of it, while still looking sharp and put together in the process, you'll need a chore coat. For generations, all manner of dudes looking to get stuff done, from construction workers to photographers to mechanics to outdoorsmen, have turned to these hardy, attractive, storage space-happy jackets. They'll shield you from harsh weather, save you from carrying a bag around, and look good with everything from shorts and a tee to a button-down and tailored trousers. And right now, thanks to fashion's ongoing workwear fixation, there's never been a wider range of worthwhile versions available to you. To save you a vital bit of time, we went ahead and rounded up the 21 worthiest. The chore coat that started it all. La Mont Street Michel Stone Washed French Worker Jacket. If the appeal of workwear to you is all that baked in authenticity, well, it doesn't get much more authentic than this. Chore jackets as we know them were first donned by laborers in France in the late 1800s, originally dubbed bleu de travail, workers' blues, for that attractive, irrefutably French shade of azure. Not long after, in 1913, La Mont Street Michel began crafting their iconic version of the coat. More than a century later, its appeal has only deepened. The roomy patch pockets and hardy construction are as practical as ever, and something in the cut and drape and color lends the Og jacket all the ease and elegance of an impeccably tailored unlined blazer. The sorta true American classic chore coat. Carhartt WIP Michigan chore coat. You're probably looking at this jacket and thinking, no need for the write-up, GQ. I'm well acquainted. Every dad, uncle, general male authority figure in every hometown in America wore one of these growing up. And while we appreciate you trying to save us some work, you aren't totally correct. Thing is, this bad boy actually comes courtesy of Carhartt WIP, work in progress, the Detroit stalwart's European-designed, streetwear-inflected offshoot. They kept all the best parts of those Carhartts you remember: the impenetrable canvas, the cord collar, the rivets, the decades-long lifespan, while also ripping out the heavy blanket lining for spring and trimming the whole thing down just a smidge. The result is the rare remake better than its source material, a jacket that can still stand up to an honest day's labor, but no longer fits like a stiff cardboard box. The instant classic chore coat. Craig Green Quilted Worker Jacket. Craig Green, one of the 3 or 4 most exciting young designers in London, has been iterating on the chore coat since his first collection hit the runway in 2012. 4 years later, he debuted the version that immediately became his calling card, a slightly cropped silhouette with a quartet of enormous pockets and a slim strap around the waist, all decked out in arresting quilted nylon. The key is that unlike a lot of elevated riffs on workwear, Green's take doesn't attempt to luxe up the inherently tough jacket via delicate cashmeres or silks. It's striking to look at, sure, but it's still utilitarian and practical above all else. The Shortcut Grail Chore Coat. RRL Striped Indigo Twill Jacket. Chore jackets are meant to be worked in, battered about, and almost always wind up looking better for the trouble. In the event you don't have a decade or 2 to spend earning the ideal patina, though, you can just buy it instead. RRL's version is built from gorgeous Japanese cotton twill that's been dyed with real-deal indigo and distressed, so naturally most folks will assume that either you're a full-time farmhand or it's a rare vintage grail. Only you have to know the truth. The postmodern mashup chore coat. Acne Studios Yellow Twill 3-Pocket Chore Jacket. Yes, fundamentally speaking, this is a chore coat. It's got all the basic ingredients, plenty of pockets, substantial fabric, boxy cut. But it also borrows elements from a bunch of other outerwear hanging in your closet: lapels from your trench, snap buttons from your varsity, blinding yellow exterior from your rain slicker. None of it makes any real sense, but because it was dreamed up by the Scandinavian weirdos at Acne, it all just sort of works. 16 more chore coats we love. Tellison stock 14 ounces Cone Mills White Oak Raw Denim Chore Coat. Cut from some of the last remaining stock from Cone Mills, aka the now-defunct mecca of American-made denim. Uniqlo x J.W. Anderson Washed Cotton Work Jacket. Chore coats have been a staple of the Uniqlo x J.W. Anderson lines, and this season's edition looks washed and sun-faded to absolute perfection. Corridor Natural Canvas Overshirt. Easy, breezy, and just right for summer. MKI Patchwork Denim Chore Coat. File under, things DMX would have worn in a music video in 2001. APCX Carhartt WIP Michigan Chore Coat. APC puts their refined Parisian spin on the hardiest of American jackets. Gap Chore Jacket. Nantucket Red feels a lot less stuffy in the form of a rough and tumble chore coat. Todd Snyder Brushed Camo Chore Jacket. Camo never really dies. Vans Vault X Mount Vernon Drill Chore Jacket was $155, 51% off. Railroad engineers sit high on our most stylish professions ever rankings. L.C. King Chore Coat. Caramelly goodness from one of the oldest names in American workwear. Uniqlo U Denim Work Jacket. Just imagine how killer this'll look after a year or so of heavy wear. Portuguese Flannel Libera Chore Coat. Pair with crisp white trousers, chocolate suede ankle boots, and polished gold sunglasses to complete the rakish Milanese guy on vacation look. Tailor Stitch Ojai Jacket. All the slubby, speckled, beautiful texture you can handle. Mother Workers Comp Chore Jacket. Heavy 1991 grunge vibes. Wallace & Barnes Slim Fit Chore Coat in corduroy. The sort of perfect 70s-ish cord jacket you might search 100 thrift stores and never find, minus the smell of mothballs. Vans Vault X Jim Goldberg Chore Coat. Turns out, your grandma's sitting room wallpaper makes for extra wavy outerwear. The Stronghold 12.5 Herringbone Selvage Denim Chore Coat. If you're after the most historically accurate chore coat possible, this one, from 125-year-old LA workwear brand The Stronghold, is the way to go.